Guys, we just did a video a week ago, actually just put it up finally a week ago, about the SLX casting distance, and I got immediately a couple questions about how does line diameter affect casting distance. We all know on spinning, the thinner your line, the further you can cast, but the same applies to bait casting, and we're going to show you today what the differences are. So I've basically got two identical rods. I've got Loomis GLX 893 JWRs. So they're both 7'5", both medium heavy, both fast action. For reels, I've got two Curado Ks, so they both have SVS Infinity. They're both 200 size reels. And then the other thing is the jigs. So if I show you the jigs, stay right here, they're identical. I got two 1/2 ounce jigs with a SpiderGrub body on it, something traditionally that bass guys would throw. The only difference between these two is the braided line. Okay, so 30-pound PowerPro versus 65-pound PowerPro. So we're gonna test out the 65 first. Oh, to make sure everything's on the up and up, show you the braking. So I've got these reels set with 3 pins up, 1 open on the inside, and then on the SVS Infinity dial, they're on number 2. Okay, so take a quick good here, make sure this is all loose, counter to the side. And that's pretty good, that's pretty out there. You can see here, that line's almost gone. So I've almost casted off the entire spool on a 200 size spool of 65-pound PowerPro. So let's see how we did on distance. So I'm gonna pop this in here, flip that up. And I'm gonna guess that cast was probably 150 to 160 feet. So we'll see where we end up here. I see it coming, it's at 80 already. Pretty good guess. 163, so 163 feet with 65-pound PowerPro. I'm gonna pop this off. Now I'm gonna grab the 30-pound line. Okay, make sure everything's good. I'll show you the braking on this one as well. So exact same setup. You can see right here, 1, 2, 3 are locked, 1 is open. And on the SVS Infinity dial, it's on number 2. So we're gonna pop the counter on. Same spot, set it to 0, and we're gonna cast this one out. Now I can tell you already just by letting it loose, it went further, okay? But you can see how much more line is still on the spool there. So let's check out how far it is. So that is at 0. That's actually in the tree down there. That tree's about 150 feet away, so. So last one was 163 with 65-pound PowerPro. We're at 100 now. 150, 160, 170, 180, 189 feet. So, the smaller the diameter of your line, whether it's mono, fluoro, or braid, the more casting distance you're gonna get with bait casters as well. And the reason is because that smaller diameter, your spool is gonna have to spin less times to get the same distance. That thicker line, like 65 and 80 pound, or if you're flipping with 25 or 30 or 20, if it's fluoro or mono, it's gonna hurt your casting distance. But it's a give and take. If you're fishing super heavy cover, like you're frogging in super thick stuff, or you're flipping in hyacinth mats or trees, you need that 65 or 80 pound PowerPro, or that 20 or 25 pound fluorocarbon or mono. But if you have the opportunity and you're fishing open water, why not go smaller on your diameter? 30 and 40 pound PowerPro is plenty to pull a big fish out if you're not dealing with a lot of cover, and it's gonna gain you 20 to 30 extra feet on every single cast. Something to think about when you're spooling up your next reel.